Hello, friends. Welcome here. I hope that you are doing so well. And if you're not, I hope that this video can bring you a smile and just a little bit of relief, reprieve from the hardships of life. So, with that, I have seen a trend going around. Once you hit 300 subscribers, it's probably a good idea to do some type of Q&A, get to know me type of video. And so that's what we're doing today. So I hope that you will choose to stick around, hang out with me for a little bit, maybe grab yourself a fun drink or a snack, and let's get to know each other a little bit better. Now, just to preface, as I tend to do with my videos, but if you are new, I do have a toddler, and so you will probably hear either her show in the background that she is watching while I'm filming, or shrieks and shrills and all the different toddler noises. So, buckle up. Toddler at play. So, I am currently drinking a peppermint tea, and I got a wild idea to put one of the Olive Garden, those mints that they give you after your meal. They're like Andes mints. I dropped one of those in here and it's actually pretty good. It doesn't look the best, but it tastes really good. All right, let's jump into these questions. The first question is from Twice Born by Grace. Their question is, what's your favorite book of the Bible, and did you watch House of David? I have not watched House of David. I don't even know what that is, but I will have to look it up and watch it. As far as my favorite book of the Bible, I would have to say it is the book of John. It is just something that I always come back to if I'm ever in a rut with Bible reading, just seeing Jesus up close and personal and just seeing how he treated others, the way he lived his life. And obviously, it's the gospel at its core. So I would say the book of John is my favorite book of the Bible. The next question is from my friend Reese over at the Writing Songbird here on YouTube. What is your go-to coffee/drink while reading? Do you have a favorite place to read? And if you could change the ending for any book, what would it be and why? Great questions. So the first one, what's your go-to coffee/drink while reading? I would say most of the time you're probably just going to find me drinking water because a lot of the time when I'm reading, I'm also nursing. So it's not good for me to have like a hot beverage because I might spill it on her. So I'm probably either drinking water or some kind of iced drink. And here lately, I have been on an iced matcha kick. And that's wild for me to even say because I never thought I would like matcha. It has always intimidated me. I think the color and also just thinking in my mind that it would taste like grass. I made it at home and I added in some strawberry puree, and it is so, so good. So if you've never tried matcha, I would highly recommend trying it iced with your favorite milk and adding in some strawberry. I would say my favorite place to read is either in my recliner here in our living room or probably on the beach, which is not something that I have gotten to do a lot of, but I really love just being at the beach in my chair or on a towel laying out and reading a good book. Something very special about that. Okay, and her last question was, if you could change the ending for any book, what would it be and why? My answer for this might be a little bit controversial because I would change the ending to The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. And the only thing that I would really change is more of a happier ending for our main character. And I'm already blanking on what her name is. I think since I didn't thoroughly enjoy that book, my mind has just kind of tossed it. I wanted a better, brighter ending for our main character. Okay, next question is from my friend Cheryl over at the Candlewick Library. And she asked, what is your favorite book you've read from a BookTube recommendation so far? And there are a few, but I guess if I had to pick one, it's probably going to be A Place to Hang the Moon by Kate Albus. I have sung this book's praises so much here on my channel. You guys are probably tired of hearing about it. But I remember hearing about that book from Chantel Reads All Day. And I was immediately drawn to it from the cover because it's super cute. And then, yeah, I fell in love with the book. And I can't wait to do a reread of it to see if my thoughts are still the same. I would love to reread it soon to see if it's still a 5-star read for me. Okay, next question is from Cora. Do you prefer hardback or paperback? Do you have a favorite bookstore? What's your favorite food or type of food? What's your ultimate dream travel destination? These are really fun questions. Hardback or paperback? I like both. I guess for me, I'm kind of quirky in the fact that for some reason, depending on the cover, that determines for me whether I want it in hardback or paperback. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to that madness. It's fruit fly season and they are driving me insane. If you have any solutions that are really good for fruit flies, please let me know. Really vague answer there, but both. I like hardbacks and paperbacks. It just depends on the book. I don't think I have a favorite bookstore. We don't have a lot of bookstores around me. We have Books A Million, and we do have a bookstore that's also like a coffee shop. It's like an indie bookstore. But I don't love buying books full price. It's like a very rare occurrence that I will do that. So I will often thrift my books the majority of the time. If I do buy a brand new book, it's probably from Walmart or Target to try to get the best price for it, or even Amazon. But I will say my favorite place to spend my money and buy books is actually my library. Whenever I go, there's always this table set up front where they have paperbacks for 50 cents and hardback books for $1 a piece. So I'm always going there and like browsing those books and end up coming home with at least one or two every time I go. However, I think if I were to go to a McKay's bookstore, that would probably end up being my favorite, but I've not gotten to go to one yet. It's a goal. It's a dream. I would love to go to a McKay's. What's your favorite food or type of food? I would say my favorite food is pizza because you can have it so many different ways. Oh gosh, is that my favorite food? Okay, this is hard. I don't know if I can give a favorite. So I'm going to give two options that are like top tier right now for me, and that is Hawaiian pizza and pork carnita like tacos. So in a carnita taco, it's just going to be the meat, probably some cheese, and then some grilled pineapple. You can tell I have a thing for grilled pineapple, I guess. Ultimate dream travel destination. So on our honeymoon, we got to go on a cruise that stopped at a couple different places. And there was one where I just felt like, man, I didn't really get a lot of time here. And it was so beautiful that I was almost crying leaving the beach because I didn't want to leave. And that is the Cayman Islands. It was just so gorgeous. It was my first time experiencing clear ocean water that you could actually see your feet. And it was just gorgeous. And I would go back there, stay at a resort, and just thoroughly enjoy myself on the beach. Okay, next question is from my friend K-Tree from Book Nerd K-Tree. What is your favorite genre to read? What are all of your reading convictions? What's a book you can't wait to share with your daughter when she's old enough? I guess if you're going based off of the books that I have read so far. Oh, she has an Aldi bag on her head. Oh, that's funny. Nice. So, like I was saying, if you're going based off of the books that I have read and the genre that I've given the most 5 stars to, it would be Christian nonfiction books. However, if we're more so talking about my favorite genre in the category of fiction books, I don't know that I have a favorite yet. But I guess if I had to choose one, it would probably be Christian fiction. That seems boring. I don't like that answer. But again, if you're just looking at it solely based on the amount of books that I've given 5 stars to, I had the most in the Christian fiction genre. So take that with a grain of salt because I am very much still exploring and discovering my reading taste. As you know, I had just started reading fiction books for pleasure in 2020. So I may even make that a little bit of a series this year of trying different genres to figure out what my reading taste is and maybe what my favorite genre could be. All of your reading convictions. That's a big question because I am very, very sensitive. I'm very picky. I find that I can be probably judgmental or a harsh critic. So that could probably be an entire video in and of itself. But I'll just give you some that are coming to the top of my head. And if you guys want me to make a video all about my reading convictions, I can do that and go more in depth. But I would say one that is pretty new for me, but I know that I'm definitely feeling some kind of conviction over it, and that is the Lord's name being taken in vain. That could be like a whole spiel? That could be a whole spiel in and of itself of what that means. I will just leave that there. Another conviction is I will not read books that have explicit sexual content in it. Another conviction that I have is a lot of cussing in books. I'm not a fan of that either. I would say those are like the main ones, but again, there's a lot more probably that I could think of. A book that I can't wait to share with my daughter when she's old enough, hands down, this was the easiest question, Anne of Green Gables. Done. The next set of questions that I got are from my friend Taylor from Tales and Treats with Tay. And she asked, what's your salvation story? What part of the US do you live in and what do you love about it? Do you have any other hobbies? What have you learned and enjoyed about having a channel so far? What's your favorite video you've made so far? I actually made an entire video sharing my testimony, and it's on private on my other channel. I'm considering uploading it to this channel because I don't know that I want to continue on with that other channel. So stay tuned for that. I may end up just posting it here so that you can hear my testimony, how I came to faith in Jesus, because that would be a long answer. But I so appreciate you asking me that question, and I think I will share it here. I live in the east of the U.S. in the Appalachian Mountains, and I love the views that I often honestly take for granted. Where I live is so beautiful, and also love that I get to experience every season. And also, I just love it because this is where my family is. This is where My foundation is where I grew up. It's where my roots are, and yeah, I just love it. Other hobbies. I am what my husband would call a hobby hoe. I have had so many different hobbies over the course of my life, and I can tend to bounce back and forth between those hobbies during different seasons of life. But I will say the ones that have stuck around the most are watercolor painting, Bible art journaling, and this goes alongside of booktube and my love and hobby of reading, but I actually enjoy making the videos. I love the process. I love getting creative with how the video is going to look, and just so yeah, I guess I would say cinematography and graphic design. Something that I have learned about having a YouTube channel is that I am a perfectionist and I'm insecure. I lack confidence, and I'm thankful that it's providing me a way to grow in those things. And something that I've enjoyed about having a channel so far is you guys and getting to have a community of women that I just have a lot in common with and can geek out over books and just yap about all the things related to books. I would say it's not necessarily a video that has done really well for me, but one that I've enjoyed making the most was it was like a birthday vlog type style of video, and I want to say it might have even been like my first time creating some type of vlog, and I just really enjoyed putting that together. So I would say my birthday book bonanza. I can't remember what I titled it, but I really liked making that video. And last but not least, my friend Katie asked, do you have some top favorite book covers? What's your favorite book or movie character? Are you a dog or cat person? Love you, girl. I love you too, Katie. Thanks for your questions. And I'm going to play a little montage here in a minute of some of my favorite book covers. But to answer your other questions, my favorite, I'm going to do both. I'm going to give you my favorite book character and then also my favorite movie character. So, my favorite book character is very easy for me to give an answer for, and that is Anne of Green Gables. I wish I could know this character in real life. She is just, I just need more Anne of Green Gables, and I can't wait to continue on with that series. If you don't know, I read the first book for the very first time recently and just fell in love with it, and I can't wait to read more. So I would absolutely say Anne of Green Gables is my favorite book character of all time. And then as far as a movie character, I would say Matilda. That is just my comfort movie. It's so nostalgic for me, and I just love Matilda. So, are you a dog or cat person? I am both. I am a big animal lover. However, I only really want to own dogs, and several reasons for that. The main one being I just cannot deal with the cat pee smell. I've had cats in the past, and I've had some good cats, I've had some bad cats, which I think can be a dog thing too. But um, yeah, I couldn't deal with the cat pee smell anymore. But I do love cats, especially get the right cat, and they're just so sweet and so lovable and snuggly. And there's nothing like a cat purring in your ear. It's just so soothing and relaxing and comforting. So I am both, but like I said, I only prefer to own dogs. And right now we have a dog, and his name is Cedar, and we love him so much. My only beef with my little Cedar is not, well, he's not little. He's a medium to large size dog, but he sheds, and for whatever reason, since becoming a mom, there has been this light switch flip on for me that I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much hair everywhere. And it is just a losing battle every single day of trying to keep up with the dog hair every single day. So me and my husband call Cedar the last of the Mohicans because he is going to be the last shedding dog that we have. So our next dog will definitely be one that is hypoallergenic and one that does not shed. But you didn't ask for that spiel. Anywho, I'm more so a dog person, but I do love both. Friends, that is all that I have for this video. I hope that you have a blessed day and know that you are so loved.